precious, perfect expression of God. Precious. These are easy words to offer. It's natural because it's true, because there's nothing else that can speak to the perfection and beauty and innocence, the light that is within. It's within you. Nothing has ever changed it. It doesn't have a resume of perfection. But the acceptance of being the innocence and being the beautiful and perfect light of God, it has to be accepted. It has to be embraced and lived from the center of your being. There is no difficulty in the journey, in even finding the way on the journey, because there is so much help all the time. And the only barricade that's in the way is the habits, the identity, the belief of thinking, the belief of knowing, the painful narcissism that the ego uses. It is extremely painful because it doesn't allow any room at all for union. It doesn't allow any room at all for an equality of love. It doesn't allow any room to be anything other than a body, an identity, an age, male or female. And the use of these lies holds the truth at bay. It is not God's will for it to be kept at bay at all. And truthfully, it was not made difficult to remember because there is nothing on the side of love that makes remembering difficult. The ego has another agenda. The ego plays the game pretty well of convincing that the narcissism of the ego is what you should be experiencing, that narcissism makes sense. If you don't take care of you, who will? That has been the message since every birth came to be. Learn to be in charge. Accept that you are the commander of God's expression. You're the commander of the mind and heart of God. And you will not be at peace or happy until you remember the truth and embody the truth. So when you hear the words innocence of God or the beauty of God, perfection of God, take it in, but take it in as you would the most precious diamond in the world, and then even beyond that, that you have a treasure within you that completely is in command of all of love. Let it become known to you. Invite it with every breath that you take. Can you spend your time inviting the divine to communicate with you and to teach you? When you ask to be taught, you will learn because you want it and love wants to have you have it. If you don't want it, it doesn't come near you at all because it gives you the space that you're asking for. But think really deeply and clearly how much you want peace, how much you truly want harmony, and you want to meet the love that you are and embrace the love that you are. What stops anyone from saying yes all day long? Teach me, teach me, teach me, show me, show me, show me. There's a very beautiful element that occurs when you are saying yes with that inner power. Teach me. Every teaching that you receive, every moment that you receive the opportunity of learning to love, learning to offer love, learning to be without judgment, every moment of that, it's like time stands still. And you don't continue really aging in the same way. It's not that you may look the same on the outside as anyone within that time zone, but the glow of love, it's radiating from within. And it doesn't have an age, it doesn't have a time frame of anything. It's right now. Right now, love is saying, yes, meet me. Invite the love in. It's who you are. It's what you are. And no one can stop you from accepting love and the teacher of love. And no one can force you to accept the teacher of love and the way of love. You have that power. It's all that you came here for in this world. You incarnated to find the truth of your divine self. And you're right there. And the yes is just being held back, just whatever way. And let your heart push that reservation aside and embrace as deeply as possible the yes you want to learn to love. As we enter into the ways of love, let your heart be welcoming of every form that love presents. Be ready and available for what is showing up for you. And assume that every moment there is love waiting to communicate with you and teach you. Every moment, every situation, love is there waiting for your invitation. You can be anywhere, in any situation, and the question will be the same. What is there for me to learn in this moment? What is love trying to teach me? Show me, please. I'm willing. I'm not here for the buffet. I'm here for God's communication. I'm not here for the sale that's at the store. I'm here for God's communication. And it is there with you and for you. I sing this hymn fairly often because it's so clear that strength is needed in the journey of love, a strength that is beyond the strength that you think you have. It has nothing to do with the physical strength. It has to do with the inner strength of saying yes and of being available to be guided, to be shown the way, to be taught every moment. Oh, my Father, give me strength, give me courage on this road, to be a child of yours on earth and tread the path the Masters showed. Oh, my Mother, help me love, give me comfort to be aware, to obey these sacred teachings. It was your Son who showed the way. Oh, my Master, your compassion can see through this pain, for it was you who came to earth to release us from these chains. Oh, my Father, I am yours. Give me comfort to be aware. Send your angels here to guide me on this sacred path of the sun. Oh, my Father and my Mother, who rule the world of love, send your angels to receive me through the gateway of pure love. Send your angels here to guide me. How many times a day do you ask the angels to come and guide you? How many times a day do you speak to your guides? Hello, my love. Hello, my darling. How are you going to lead me today? How are you going to show me the ways of love, the ways of life, the ways of truth? I'm willing. The day is yours. Show me the way. Only for your love, Divine Mother, your love that comes to heal, the love that is here always, waiting to be accepted. Only for your love, I ask for healing right here, right now. Heal what I have in front of me that is causing pain and suffering. I'm here willing to be healed in this session of love. Heal what is necessary. Heal what is in my way. You know what it is. Take it from my mind, take it from my heart, so that I can learn to love. Apenas por vosso amor, apenas por caridade, a vos te damos louvor, ó Virgem da Castidade. Apenas por vosso amor, atendo nosso chamado, ajuda nosso cessar a curar a necessitado. Heal what is necessary. When you ask to heal what is necessary, you're putting your faith in the hands of God. It's really putting your faith in the truth of the universe, that the power and the knowledge of God knows exactly what's in the way of each beloved's healing. And when you turn it over and ask, heal what is necessary, you're saying, I'm not the decider. I'm giving it to you to decide, to show me what's in my way so that I can be freed. I ask for that help because I can't see it. I can't see what's in the way. Show me, please. Show me the false so that I can recognize the true, so that I can see with the truth of love. Here is God laughing. I know the way you can get when you have not had a drink of love. Your face hardens, your sweet muscles cramp, children become concerned about a strange look that appears in your eyes, which even begins to worry your own mirror and nose. The squirrels and the birds sense your sadness and call an important conference in a tall tree. They decide which secret code to chant to help your mind and your soul. Even the angels fear the brand of madness that arrays itself against the world and throws sharp stones and spears onto the innocent and into oneself. Oh, I know the way you can get if you have not been drinking love. You might rip apart every sentence your friends and teachers say and look for hidden clauses. You might weigh every word on a scale like a dead fish. You might pull out a ruler to measure from every angle in your darkness the beautiful dimensions of a heart you once trusted. I know the way you can get if you have not had a drink of love from love's hands. That is why all the great ones speak of the vital need to keep remembering God, so that you will come to know and see Him as being so playful and wanting, just wanting to help. That is why every master says, bring your cup near me, for I am a sweet old vagabond with an infinite leaking barrel of light and laughter and truth that the beloved has tied onto my back. Dear one, indeed, please bring your heart near me, for all I care about is quenching your thirst for freedom. All that a sane being can ever care about is offering love. offering love. Every master would say the same things that Hafiz says, maybe not as eloquently, but the same message, because every master has remembered that only love exists, that there is nothing else to be battling with or thinking about or figuring out. But how do you make that leap? And it is a leap, because your day, your ideas of what your day is self-programmed and self-induced. And all that love is asking you to do is to let the Holy Spirit truly use the day for its true purpose, which is your remembering of truth and love. I wrote down a question. If you look about the world and see the suffering there in the world, is your heart willing to bring rest to those beloveds who are weary? Is that what you see as your heart's purpose? To bring comfort to the weary that have walked the world in pain and suffering? Is that your purpose? They are waiting for you, and they're waiting for your release. Why are they waiting for you and waiting for your release? Because when you say yes to the divine, you say yes to the beloveds who are not ready to say yes in their evolution of the reality of God. Your yes says you're ready. You're ready to remember love. And you're ready to release all the beloveds that have been in chains in the belief that peace and love don't exist. It's having those holy opportunities that show up with almost everyone, treating them with the universal kindness of God, treating everyone with a complete equality. But equality is maximum, it isn't minimum. The total equality means that imagine who you would be the most anticipatory of having someone walk toward you. The Divine Mother, the Holy Spirit, the being known as Jesus. One of these beings was walking toward you, and they are, but let's say you really saw them walking toward you. What would be the expression of love that was coming forward from your heart? Would it be bursting with the possibility that Jesus was walking toward you, that the Divine Mother was walking toward you, the light of the Holy Spirit was right there? How much love would be bursting from your heart, wanting to be bathed in their love? That is the love that is being called from your heart to share. That same maximum love of compassion and intimacy, the intimacy of each beloved being one with you and having absolutely no differences between one beloved that you know their name and one beloved that you've never heard their name. How do you find that place that sees everyone in that equality of love? Because that's really what is totally necessary. I wrote down another semi-prayer. If you are not at peace, no one around you will be at peace. Your peace offers peace to everyone. But do you even know whether you're at peace or not? Or is the mind busy with its thoughts where you're not even noticing if you're agitated or if you're at peace? And your peace is what is being called to recognize and to invite and embrace within. Find the peace of God so that you can extend that peace, because it's what everyone is longing for, is the peace of God. And you have the yes for that peace of God. Love is completely natural to your being. If you are not in love with everyone and everything around you, you're not in love with yourself. In love with yourself means that you are being called to love everyone as yourself, because everyone is yourself. To give the maximum amount of love, the totality of love to everyone as you are the carrier of that love. You are the manifestation of all love. And in offering that love, you learn the love is within. Console your mind as you accept that only love is real. Console your mind. How do you console your mind that only love is real? You console your mind by saying, this is a new day, mind. This is a new day. We're going to be focused on love and learning to love completely. So consoling your mind and commanding it to listen. Now, this may be the new way that you haven't considered before, but you are the commander of the mind. And as the commander of the mind, you can command the mind to listen. We are only here to love. That is what you are asking and saying, listen to this. We are only going to see love today. That is my intention with the Holy Spirit. I am not stopping for anything else. Love all. Love all equally, or it is not love at all. Once it is not inequality, it has no appearance or connection to the truth of love. Everyone must learn to love all equally. So who is it that you think is worth more love to you than someone else? If you can find someone in your identity index that you consider worth more love, then take that love and give it to God, because it isn't the truth of love. unless it's equally given to all. No differences. What would it be to have a different love for one and a different love for another? It would have to be based on form. It would have to be based on the form of the personality or the lifestyle or that's about it. Lifestyle, personality. If you consider those to be the criteria, then of course learning to love is going to be nearly impossible because everyone has a different, according to the world, different personality, different lifestyle. So then you have to be into likes and dislikes. I like this lifestyle. I like this personality. So these are what I like, and I'm going to turn that like into love. But it isn't love, it's preferences. And it's a separation from all the other love. And God keeps calling, you must love the same love for all, maximum love, not gradual love, not let me see how I like you love, but the truth of love that has no limitations and no restrictions based on the false identity of a personality or a lifestyle. Preferences. Preferences are a self-attack. They're made to stay separate and to learn how to protect, how to defend. Preferences always defend. You like this, you don't like this is good, this is not good. As soon as there is a not good and a good, it's no longer possible to enter into the miracle of love. You're looking for an outcome, if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for an outcome that you like better than another outcome, you have missed everything about the offer of love in that moment. The offer of love in that moment asks you first and foremost to surrender your opinion about any situation and the form that it takes. Because every situation has no other purpose in the truth of love that it is to be used to teach. That's all. It's an opportunity to learn. If you are not learning, it's just been a waste of time. And the only thing that you end up with is, well, that was a good outcome. I like that outcome. That fit my outcome. I like that outcome. That's the outcome I wanted. So then I win because the outcome is good as I like it, except that the teaching that was there wasn't available, because the whole point of it for the ego was to have an outcome that it liked. It's kind of like getting to go to the prom. If you look at the prom in high school and you think about, it's all that I really want. I want to go to the prom. I want to go to the prom and I want to go with Billy because Billy's the cutest one. And then I'll be very popular. So I want to go to the prom with Billy. I'm not here to learn anything. I'm here to go to the prom with Billy. And that's all I want. And you may not get that, but you will get a good or a bad outcome, because that's where your mind is held, is in the good or the bad. I like it, I don't like it. But nothing's been learned. Nothing of love has been learned. If you went to the prom and surrendered the prom into the hands of God, you would have the opportunity of learning a deeper truth about yourself, an inquiry about what you really believed, or how you looked at everyone that was at the prom, what your beliefs are, what your thoughts were. And it becomes a place of great learning. But the good, the bad, no, nothing to learn there. Just, I like it, I don't like it. I got the outcome I wanted, and that's where I'm living, is with the outcomes that I like, instead of the ones that I learn the most, because I'm here to learn. I'm here only to learn. That becomes the center of the yes that you found in your heart, to learn the truth that love is natural, and love has to be loved in equality. Everyone. If I could stand up and continue satsang, it's like standing up and running toward every beloved as the most incredible love that you could imagine, and letting your heart burst open and be offering that love completely with all of, with your heart just bursting, and that same love for every beloved. What happens to the personality that you used to think was so important? It disappears, because you hear the cry for love from each beloved, and you see them through the lens of love that is God. Each one is the light of God. There's nothing that they can do, that they can say, that they can change, that changes anything or puts them into a hierarchy or a lower space of importance. No one is less, and no one is more. All are the light of God, completely. But as long as there's preferences, love won't be known, because there isn't any love in preferences. There isn't any love in distinguishing what you like about someone and what you don't like about someone. If someone is difficult for you, meet the teacher of the month, because this is who you've called to you to learn whatever it is you need to learn, that so far you've held in preferences, opinions about what people do, what people don't do, how they behave, how they like you, how they don't like you, and not realizing that whether they like you or don't like you, it has nothing to do with your love that you're offering. Absolutely nothing to do with the love that you're offering. It's kind of like waiting for someone to see if you're going to walk toward you, for a hug or whatever. Well, they're not walking toward me, so I'm not going to walk towards them. This is the child's place of wanting to win, rather than the place of spiritual maturity that is able to say, I am here to love and to show the love that God has for everyone. I'm here to offer peace, because God's peace is all that actually exists. I'm here because I said yes. And I have to step into that place of offering that love, because that's the calling. I'm not here to sit on the sidelines and pretend holiness. I'm here to learn to love, because that's what every day is for, every moment, to learn to love. You might pull out a ruler to measure from every angle in your darkness the beautiful dimensions of a heart you once trusted. Bring all of your trust to the divine. Bring all of your faith to the divine, because that is what you're putting your faith and your trust into love itself, into harmony, into peace, and into transformation into that love and that harmony and that peace. I must love equally. I must love completely. All the beloveds that you have put into a pocket of specialness in your life, anyone that you have decided was special to you, they understand you, they know you, they get you, they respect you, whatever you think it is, give that beloved to God so that that can be freed from the chains of limitation, so that you can really learn to love that beloved as the Christ light, and to stop playing the game of special, holy, unholy relationships that just cause pain and separation. And as the one who has heard the yes to love, in that state of hearing the yes to love, being called in this way, your relationship with every beloved that you have ever known is being called by God to be transformed. That you surrender every relationship and ask to see every relationship as the truth of love itself. Who was that beloved that you believed had a name and a role? Who were they? Who are they? What do you think you know about them? What role have you given them that have become a little box that they are contained in, rather than they are the light of God? Who do you think that you know? And where have you held them when it's time for them to return to the light that they truly are, and for you to be able to see them as that light and no longer hold them hostage to an identity that is convenient for you, that you like, that gives you a facade, an imagery of a self that has certain relationships that you believe keep you normal in the world. And all the while, God is asking you to step up into the truth of love and to serve that love with every relationship, and to set every relationship free. Every beloved free from your mind's identity of their role that you've given them. Set them free. Set them free so they can be free to love, and free to be the light of God that they truly are. Free. It's in your hands. Whatever the game has been, it's time for the game to be put down and the truth to be held in the light and the love. As everyone says yes.